Hey there guys, it's me, CraftySimmer. So you guys have been asking a lot of questions over the course of RoseGate about how I do specific things such as maps, skins, and things like that. So today I'll be going over all of that for you guys in this little video here that I am calling, it's really cheesy, I'm calling it the Roleplay Bible. It's basically going to be filled with like essentials and just kind of like a little like tips and tricks that I've learned from by accident, or that I've learned from watching other role players, or things like that. I will be kind of like leaving a little thing in the description box below as kind of like a little like timestamp in a way, so you guys know. So if you guys only want to see like a certain part of the video, you guys can just go ahead and skip to that part. Anyways, you guys, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get right into it.
You still amaze me. Us lasting longer than them, standing stronger than them.
So the first one I'm going to teach you guys how to do is maps. So when it comes to maps, you either build your own map, or you can go ahead and download off the internet. So I download off the internet because like it's building takes a lot of time. So so like, the maps that I used for RoseGate was the Chroma School and Lapis Point. So if I just open it up here, typically, so like, I can't talk today. So you have two maps. You have the Chroma School, you have the Lapis Point map. So depending on how you run your server, because there are like a couple different ways that you can run your server. You can run Hamachi, which is a free-to-use service, but you can only have up to 5 players, and it really is based on your computer's ability to handle things. Then there's port forwarding, so still kind of depends on how your computer can handle things, and that instead of using Hamachi or something like that, you can use your IP and port forward your server. Then you can go and do a buying option. There's like several different people, there's like several different sites out there that will offer paid servers. I pay about $10 a month on mine from Bisect Hosting, and yeah, so that's the server that I use. So anyways though, so we have Chroma School and Lapis Point. Since we use both maps, how do we do it? So typically how you do it is that, well, you need something like WinRAR, because these are both zip files. So you need to download WinRAR, or like a program similar to that, like 7-zip or something and stuff like that. So you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna open up Lapis Point, and yeah, it's gonna tell me it's expired, but it just nags me. Then you go to Chroma School, and basically what you do is that you'll go ahead here, and you'll like basically go in here, you'll highlight everything, and then you will basically press OK, and it'll basically just kind of like merge the maps together. I don't know why, this seems to work. I did it by accident a couple times now, but it seems to work, so I'm not complaining. Then you want to go ahead and you want to change out the I'll go ahead and drag out the map that you just merged. Wait for it to extract, of course. And now you have Lapis Point in your server. So when you actually run the server, it won't recognize Lapis Point as Lapis Point. You will actually have to go ahead and rename the folder to World, because if you go ahead and you like start up the Forge, then like it won't recognize the world, and it'll just like create like a new world. So when I load this up, I'm just gonna it's like an example. I don't really use this stuff anymore, but this is just like an example. Wait for it to load, awkwardly but surely. So then once the server's up and running, like this is console. Since I use like a purchase server, I still kind of get like the same idea. But as you guys can see though, the server didn't make a new world. It actually recognized the world that I put into it and installed myself. So that's how you install a server world. I'm not going to go into like how I run my server and stuff like that, because you know, every server can be different. Oh, whoops, stop. My bad. And yeah, so like it really kind of varies on where you are. But how I do is that I use via FileZilla. I connect through my port, and then I drag the world and put it into a new world. So that's how that works. But yeah, so fun stuff right there. Yeah, and that's how you merge your worlds together and you put it into a world. The next thing I'm going to show you is how to do invisible pixels, as well as doing the HD skins. So the invisible pixels, you guys probably saw throughout the series. A big case is like, for example, Amelia in episode 19. Yeah, episode 19. So you guys saw that I was using puppets, as well as using invisible pixels to have like the head be able to like free roam. So basically how I did this was actually, I kind of discovered it by accident, is that you can actually remove the pixels, and in more player models the pixels won't be picked up. So basically how I did it was that I would highlight this part here, I would erase everything up here, so like I'll like, oh whoopsies, then like, you know, like you inverse it, you erase everything from the top here, then you go ahead, hit file, and then hit save as, and then like I'll put down like, of course, like the character's name, and type in like the body, so it'd be like the body. Then after that you would go ahead and erase the body, and then just save the head part, like no cropping, just save the head. That's all good. It's pretty easy, it's pretty simple. And then you just upload to like Imager, where you can get like an image address, and then you copy and paste that into more player models, which is like a must-have mod in this kind of stuff. So that's like important. So yeah, so pretty simple stuff in terms of that. So then we're going to go ahead and I'm going to teach you about HD skins, like how we like did like the fancy emotions and even the fancier eyes later on in the series. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you that. So in the basic the basic skin stuff, right, you can only like edit like oh, that's really tragic, 1 pixel at a time. Doesn't really give you much ability, to be to do like super detailed eyes, super detailed faces, super detailed anything. But particularly useless in like something you're able to like control the gradients. So basically the properties are is that you want to go ahead and type in 512 for height and 1024 for example, my Photoshop, it is constrained to like proportions, so it comes out right every single time for me. And then you want to make sure that you preserve hard edges, because the best for smooth gradients will make your enlargement blurry. So I'll show you like what that looks like. Let's fit on the screen. So as you can see here, it really kind of messes it up and it becomes like super blurry and stuff. So you don't want to do that. That's really messy. So then so basically you just want to go ahead here, type in 512 and 1024, hit nearest neighbor, which preserves the hard edges, and then you're able to get a nice, clean, larger image of your skin. So basically, you like select the skin, you actually have a lot more control. So like the pixels are smaller. Therefore, you have more ability to kind of like do stuff. You can make the detailed eyes, you can make detailed faces, you can make basically a lot of things. You can like even make like high detailed clothing, like I did in season 1 with Heiki's pajamas, in what it had an old YouTuber's outro. In a way, it was kind of like a nod to like the Simmers who may be watching me, who may be watching the series, and who know who she is. So, yeah, that's something that and like once again, like it's really easy. You guys can like drag in images and stuff like that, and you can basically using a high definition skin is really nice. However, though, it only works for more player models. You actually can't upload the skin through your Minecraft profile. You will actually have to use more player models, upload it to Imager so you can get like an image link, copy and paste it into Imager, and then copy and paste into more player models, and then you do that. And then you can wear your HD skin for doing the roleplay. So, yeah, I mean, like, once again, a lot of this is, like, really easy peasy stuff once you kind of understand and get, like, the gist of it. So, that's how you do some fun HD skins. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's head on to the next part. So basically the mods that I absolutely recommend that you guys have are mods like, where is it? Well, Camera Studio is a big one. So Camera Studio is going to allow you to do like the Mishimina shots. For RoseGate, for example, RoseGate was mostly entirely shot in third person. So this is how we did it, was using this Camera Studio mod. Then we had custom NPCs. So basically, custom NPCs is how you make. It's basically how like you make like custom NPCs. Those characters in the background, puppets, things like that. I also use hidden hide names because we can also block in names from when like we did first person. Then in 1.7.10, I do recommend that you get this doors mod. It adds a whole bunch of different doors for your game. And since 1.7.10 still only has still only has iron and wooden doors, Malice is a really good mod to have. And then we have more player models. So more player models is essentially a mod that allows you to edit your player model to any way that you desire. So let's go ahead and let's hop back into the server now. So as you can see here on the server, my eyes actually aren't usual old Minecraft eyes. There is a little bit of detail to them using the more player models. So basically how I do that is that I hold F and F12 to open up this window over here. And as you can see here, I have a little linky link. So we just go ahead, we close that, and then we just reset it. Now it's supposed to go back to my original skin, but it's not working right now. I don't feel like fixing it. So yeah, so I mean like that's kind of like how like you do that. And then too, and also as well in this mod here, you can like edit your head, so like you can have like, I don't know, like random hair. Let me just bring her back a little bit so you can actually see what's going on. Oh, where's the hair? I thought it was this way. Oh yes, it is this way. I'm just being dumb. Sorry about that there, guys. My game just decided to crash randomly. So, back to what I was talking about before. So basically, you can do like hairs, so you can have like, these kind of things going on over here. So, yeah, including like ponytails, and then, you can also as well set it to color, to like basically any color that you want, using hex numbers, or just using this palette as well. And as you can see here, the hair is slightly adjusting to the body, so that's nice as well. You can have like mohawks, you can have a beard if you really wanted one. So yeah, you can have like a beard as well. You can even have, I don't know why you can't see this now. Oh, well, now you can see the snouts. So you can even set yourself to have a snout, or even these ears as well. You can have ears. Say cheers. Then you need to have like horns, antlers, antennae, all that kind of fun stuff. So yeah, there's like a whole lot of like different. You can even like scale your characters. So you can even like make their heads super tiny, or like you can like do like anything that you want to your player's model, from changing skins to changing height to all that fun stuff. NPCs is another one that I would like to show you. So NPCs are basically they're really simple. It's you just go, you get this NPC wand, then you place them down, and you can select texture, player, or URL. So we're just going to go ahead here. I'm just going to put in Hikey Sweetie, which is my username. And essentially you're going to get this. It'll be whatever skin you're wearing, regardless of the URL. And you can edit, and you can like edit basically a lot about them. But if you really want her to be a puppet, then you just go ahead, you set their job to puppet, and you're basically allowed to basically model them however you want to model them. So like you can have like their head like really wonky. Like you can really do anything with this mod pretty much. So, I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff that you can do with this mod. There's a lot of things and stuff you can play with, and just all of this, like, yeah, I mean, like, you can post this puppet any way that you want to. It does take a little bit of practice, though, in my work. Like, this does take a bit of work. Then we have the Malice doors. So basically, you get like a whole bunch of brand new doors, including like saloon doors and doors from 1.8, and you even get like these curtains too. And the fun part about this is that they're even animated, so you can even have these things be animated, which is fun and awesome and cool. What else is there? Is there anything else I need to bring up here that are... Oh yeah, that's right. Camera Studio. So, okay, so here's the thing about Camera Studio. So Camera Studio, has a minor thing with, more player models. So basically, when you initially get this will be turned on. So it'll basically give you the point of view from wherever you are. So if you're sitting, you'll see from a sitting standpoint. If you're lying down, you'll see from a lying standpoint, things like that. But that doesn't allow the camera mod to work properly. So, opening it back up, you set it to no. The camera mod will be in functioning. And basically, for you just to get this thing all set up, you just hit P and P. And then the command is cam start, and then you put in like 30 seconds, for example, and it'll just follow the path that you made for it for 30 seconds. So, I mean, like, it's really kind of an easy mod to get a hold of. It's, these are just kind of like the major, like, the big mods for any sort of, like, role-playing experience. So, I mean, yeah, that is pretty much it, in terms of, like, the absolute must-haves, besides, like, decorative mods, like DecoCraft, Carpenter blocks. You can see behind me that I have architecture installed as well. So basically now we're actually going to quickly talk about, what's going on. As you guys notice, I haven't been updating RoseGate as of recently. That was because I have been basically left with no decision but to discontinue it. Well, this is how it's gonna work, okay? Because RoseGate is my baby. So I'm treating the original first season as kind of like an origin season. I mean, like, it's still gonna be canon. So basically, the thing is that, Season 1 will be origins, will be kind of like the origin, story of RoseGate, and then this season will be, would be basically, well, kind of, I don't know how to explain it. New season or reboot, because, yeah. We do have a lot of new people showing up, and we also, as well, have a lot of the returning cast as well along with it. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how things turn out. But you guys will get like a little bit more information about this season, I don't know, this hot mess of a reboot in about like in like 3 weeks from now, in which I'll kind of like release kind of like a trailer, and you guys will kind of see some of I don't know what to say. But you guys will be able to see kind of like what I have planned for the next few months. In terms of RoseGate, I have a brand new cast, I have brand new staff, and we have been working hard, like really, really hard to make sure that this is up and running by the end of July. So, yeah, anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And I hope I've taught you a little bit about how to do role plays. And I will see you all next time.